Abortion is one of the most controversial topics in America today. Everybody has a different view. If you were to turn to the person next to you, would you both have the same views? Probably not. While many people say abortion should be legal, they also agree that it isn't moral. While Christians and Jews both have very different views on abortion, such as if it's ever allowed and the types of exceptions, when exactly human life begins, and their overall thoughts on murder, they both believe that their beliefs are the right ones. In the 16th century, women who intentionally prevented themselves from being able to give birth were excommunicated from society and basically shunned. One of the main arguments Christians use is that only God should be allowed to take and to give human life. Christians also argue that the Bible says in many different places that abortion is wrong. Exodus 21:22 through 25 says, "And if men strive together and hurt a woman so that her fruit depart, and yet no harm follows, he shall be surely fined as the husband and the judges determine. But if any harm are to follow, then thou shalt give life for life, eye for eye, foot for foot, burning for burning, wound for wound, stripe for stripe, tooth for tooth." Many women say that after having an abortion, the church was their place to go to reconnect to God and basically ask for forgiveness. I found that kind of ironic because if the church is where they're saying not to have an abortion, I don't understand why you would want to go there right after having one. 64% of women who went to the church after having an abortion said that they would feel like the rest of the church was gossiping about them and not supporting their decision and helping them get through that time. They said that at the church they were trying to ask forgiveness from God. While Christians say that abortion is so wrong, over 200,000 Christian identifying women get an abortion every single year. Among all American women who have had an abortion, 27% are Catholic, while only 3% are Jewish. I found that kind of weird. If Christians are saying abortion is so wrong and Jewish people are a little bit more lenient on their rules with abortion, then why is the difference so great? One of the only ways that abortion is okay in Christianity is when the baby dies from chemo or another life-saving drug that's given to the mother. Switching gears over to Judaism for a second. Pregnancy is a really, really, really big deal in the Jewish faith. During pregnancy, women are expected to attend Torah classes, and in the last few weeks before the baby is born, should only be surrounded with happy things, and there should be no stress whatsoever put on the mother. As I said before, Jewish views on abortion are a lot more lenient than Christians are. Jews believe that if in the first trimester, if you found out that your baby has an illness and won't live many days past birth, then it's okay to go ahead and have an abortion to save you and the baby a lot of emotional and physical stress. They also claim that nowhere in the Old Testament does it say that abortion is unacceptable. Jews believe that the second conception happens, the baby is a potential human life and stays as a human life under construction until the day the baby is born. In Christianity, however, they believe that human life begins at around 14 weeks, or right when a woman finds out that she's pregnant, and is a human life from that point on. The same terms that are used for a living baby are used for an unborn baby in the Christian faith. Many pro-life advocates say that abortion is murder. Well, if abortion is murder, let's take a look at how Christians and Jews view murder. In Christianity, one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not murder. If abortion is falling under the category of murder, then you are committing one of the 10 worst sins possible. Murder is punishable by death and is never forgiven, especially by God. The Jewish faith, however, has similar views on murder. Murder is considered one of their 3 worst sins and is also punishable by death. And the Jewish courts and views are a lot stricter than regular courts are, and you will be severely judged, and the punishment against you will be way worse. What do you think?